Then everybody, please arm yourselves with pens and shield yourselves with graph paper as we once again join the gifted youngsters in their pursuit of peace, justice, and the American way. When last we joined them, they had found out that the EcoWatch, part of the Fellowship of Evolvates, had been gathering nuclear weapons from around the world and sequestering them away from the superpowers. You know that they're going to be pursuing the same thing off the coast of Washington. And so, the gifted have put on their supersuits, entered the G-Jet, and are being flown by eyeliner from one side of the world to the other. It's a relatively quiet flight. However, is there anything any of you want to discuss or ask about while you're in pursuit?
Do we need a plan?
I was just Surge will look at you and say, "You're reading my mind." You don't have that. You don't have that power, do you?
No.
He says with a smirk.
I mean, dude, I think we should at least, if the guy's here, we need to like talk to him. We can't just go guns blazing because we probably will lose if we do him in a direct, fair fight.
Eyeliner will inform you that because none of the other superpowers were revealing their empty hands to the other countries in this world, it's probable that he's not doing it guns a-blazing either. He has a number of very mischievous and powerful people working for him, so perhaps there's some mind control, some super speed, and just some general subterfuge that's enabled them to operate under the radar.
Okay. Well, I still want to talk to him and, maybe play a game of checkers with him.
That might, if they're using those tactics, that might become a problem later on. Because even if we capture them, who do we turn them over to that we can trust?
I guess we don't want him anywhere near the. It's not called Cerebro, right? It's like
It's Cortico.
Yeah, we don't want to get him anywhere close to Cortico. So, don't think we should bring him back to the mansion or the academy.
Your pilot will once again mention that he really seems focused on these nuclear weapons, and he also knows that trying to do a full frontal assault on the School for Gifted Youngsters would be a suicide mission, especially with Richard Aileris there. There's Esper, there's Dr. Muscles, there's the Badger, like they're and all the students. They'd be outgunned.
I would have a great swell of pity for anyone who would attack that school. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Yeah, he can try all he wants, but don't think he's gonna succeed.
So you're somewhere in the stratosphere right now while you're making this conversation.
So, do we try stealth first, or
diplomacy?
Since we don't want to go in by storm?
Could we try just reconnaissance, like from a distance,
stealth
trying to gather more information?
Yeah. I mean, if I get close enough with my staff to him, I could probably try to suck out some power out of him with my staff. I mean, my walking stick.
My current reconnaissance says that he's likely to be going after the Ohio-class submarines off the coast. My advice, because this is not a submersible plane, is you would do a parachute drop near the port, and you can investigate from there, maybe acquire a boat, and then try to find the submarine from there.
Yes, long-term borrowing. That seems like a good idea.
Are our suits currently equipped to go underwater, just in case that sub sees us coming and decides to submerge?
They are not, but you're going towards a naval base. I'm assuming you can acquire some scuba gear in the same way.
That's a lot of acquiring.
I don't think that parachute jumping with a scuba tank is a good idea, though.
Why
It'll
not?
be very sick, though. It would be extremely cool. He might just not do it. You know, he looks at us coming down in scuba gear, and he's like, "Oh hell no, I'm not messing with those cool dudes."
You gotta take your own oxygen if you jump out of planes high enough.
I'll be taking us to the troposphere beforehand.
Wait, I was just gonna say, if this is a VTOL, he could hover and we could just do the drop without the parachutes, but I don't think it's a VTOL.
It is not a VTOL, but when you're done with your mission, Esper will be in contact with you. You can just let her know, and I will be doing a pickup.
You know, I heard a story of an entire crew of superheroes just die after falling out of a plane. They call themselves like Task Force something. I don't know.
Oh,
Well, the question I have is, what does Samantha want to do with her bike?
well, if we're going on the water, the bike is useless. It can stay on the.
Just
on the
put some paddles on the wheels, and then you can just,
I
Turn
need
it
to talk to
into
Dr. Beast about that. Dr. Muscles, I'm sorry.
I can teleport it on the sub for you if you want.
Once you find the sub, perhaps.
Yeah, once you. I don't think that the hallways on the sub are conducive to riding motorcycles.
We can make them conducive to riding motorcycles, okay? You're messing with a person of the greatest generation, greatest mutant ever to live, right here.
Eyeliner mumbles the greatest egos.
When you say youngster, I'm gonna bone you if you say another word out of your yapping mouth.
He chucks a
Disrespect.
parachute pack at the professor and says, I was saying that we're getting close. Are you all ready?
Yes.
I don't know if there's room enough to reach the door now.
Do we have any music we're gonna play for our epic entrance?
He's going to press a few buttons on the console, and you can all hear Flight of the Valkyries.
I would have preferred Freebird, but you know,
I was
beggars can't be
thinking
choosers.
Thunderstruck, but
This one's
Yeah.
Creative Commons, so we can use it.
gotta be a royalty-free version of Ride of the Valkyrie somewhere.
I
Kazoo
already have it.
version.
All right, everybody, please make an athletics roll.
Oh no.
Just click on it in the character sheet, right?
You can do the character sheet, or you can click on your token, and the HUD should pop up, and you can do it from there.
Ooh, let me try that. Easier. Oh, I forgot. There. Now I have to double click for some.
To
It might be because of the G-Jet getting in the way. It should be easier once we get on the land.
I'm gonna Benny and reroll that.
All right, you can Benny, yes.
Right, where's the
Too bad.
time not?
I might just, try to teleport when I get close enough to the ground.
Athletics is based off agility, not strength. Weird.
It is normally based off of the agility. Let me double check, because I think I made your character base it off of strength.
Yeah, my character sheet, it says agility. Weird.
I fixed it.
Here it
Alright,
is.
There's
So,
two different kinds
whatever
of athletics in some
is-
games. There's like athletics and acrobatics.
But Savage Rose just pulls it all together. He has the edge brute, which allows him to use
Yeah.
strength for it.
No, okay.
So far, the professor fails, Nina passes, Vincent
Yeah.
passes, Christopher passes, and Samantha passes with a raise. So only the professor is shaken. Samantha can actually activate a power on the way down. Everybody else just regular lands.
is shaking do to me?
It means you can't make any actions. You can still move around until you pass a spirit check. So that spirit check is going to have to wait until the beginning of combat.
Okay, well that's going to be easy fix.
Does anyone else see a black screen?
It sometimes takes a minute to render in like the colors.
There we go.
The water is an interesting color of blue.
All these damn people polluting the waters,
Like a teal.
making the frogs gay.
So
I
I
think
boosted focus.
are just are literally both sexes.
The professor buys into every single conspiracy theory.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is the new canon.
Haven't you seen the original Jurassic Park movie?
Yeah.
Eli, I boosted focus. Did you have to do something to make that go up? Or
It's done.
okay, thank you.
I didn't want to
Or
interrupt
could-
people's roleplay.
Thanks.
Alright, so you guys have all safely landed, and this is a suspiciously quiet scene considering you're at a military base.
No alarm, no people running around, no nothing, huh?
So no guards.
Waste of taxpayer money is what I'd say.
You see the
What about the tread marks?
you see the Jeep to the left, who appears to be a garage right in front of you, to the right of the Jeep, with the doors shut. If you're trying to probe deeper, you can make a notice check.
Chris,
I'm gonna try.
George will say we should have someone take flight and give us some aerial reconnaissance. This feels wrong.
Nina, the professor, and X12, so I should say Thornweaver, the professor, and X12 2187 all hear a woman's voice shouting on the inside. It doesn't appear to be military jargon or anything. She's just giving brusque orders, and you hear droning voices saying, "Oh yes, ma'am."
Does not sound like military discipline to me.
These youngsters need to be taught some respect for the military.
Does it sound like human zombies obeying orders?
More brains.
If they
I don't think we should go in that way because it's loud. It's gonna, alert people if we go through the garage door. I'm gonna check around to see if there's any entrances.
Do we see
gonna-
any way to get in from like a higher level? Any upper windows or anything?
It appears to be a single-story warehouse. Like, it is multiple stories, but it's not like extra windows besides what you see around the sides as you move around.
So can I
He's
climb
gonna,
up on the roof anywhere?
Yeah, you can climb up. Just make an athletics check.
And I have burglar, so I get a boost, or I forget what it
I think it's a +1. That's thief.
+1. Yep, thief.
I think I see someone in here. Can I roll a stealth check just to make
Yes.
sure I'm like crouched
Make a stealth
down
check.
and like, yeah. 4. Let's see. Let's go. Please. 6. Ooh, nice.
And Samantha can climb on top. I'm just gonna have you move around the sides of it. So, because if I put, there's not actually like roof token. So if I put you on top of it, it's gonna put you through it.
Dun 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 dun. He's just gonna be humming like a Mission Impossible to himself.
It looks like the professor's the first person to see Hellcat on the inside.
She needs to wear proper clothes. We're in Washington, for God's sake.
Can we tell
Must be
like
one of-
If we're all on the west side of the building, can we tell if the voices are close to us or on the other side?
Her voice appears to be somewhere in the center.
Okay.
She must be one of them hippies.
Doesn't look like she has mind powers, so that's good.
Can we get a stealth check from Thornweaver and Surge?
Are there any skylights in the roof? Or ventilation things?
I would say there are some skylights around the center.
Okay. I'm gonna head towards those.
I'm going to put you here and just say that your character is above so you can see inside now.
So,
Like 30 feet in the air.
Peter's about ready to try and like.
How do you move the screen again? I forgot.
How do you what?
How do you move the screen again? I lost track of my
Right click and drag.
Are you calling someone on your cellular phone?
There we go. All right.
So, would I, if I'm able to see Hellcat right here, if I move closer, like against the wall, could I possibly teleport through it, like right next to her, or something like that?
You actually don't need to be able to see where you're going to teleport. It's just a -2 to teleport someplace you don't see. But yeah, you can teleport.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna get a little bit closer, like maybe around here-ish, to get the least amount of distance. So if anything goes south, I can just get there and blast her with my mind.
It's about at that point when the door opens in front of Surge. Surge, please make a notice check.
Oh, there you are. Yeah.
You don't notice anything unusual about this guard, but he groggily pulls his gun on you and says, "You're not supposed to be here." And we're all going to roll initiative.
Yeah.
So right click on your token. In the bottom right is the shield with 2 crossed swords. Start there. Hellcat is first. She only has noticed Surge as the guard is kind of alerting her to him, and she's going to first cast a spell. She flies over towards Surge and points at the guard and says, "Eliminate this poor, innocent man." X12's turn.
So opening, or I guess I'm gonna have to break the skylight, right?
Yeah. We can just say that takes 1 action.
Okay, and then I want to boost strength.
Alright, so roll your new focus, -2.
That wasn't good.
Do you want to spend a Benny?
A little better.
That's a lot better. So with the raise, you're 2 times stronger.
That's a ton better. Good lord.
That's a D12. Or wait, D10.
And you may want to wait a little bit because you would be at a penalty for your safe falling roll. You are no longer shaken, Professor. It's your turn.
Okay. So, teleportation is what I want to do. And then afterwards, if I get close enough... 9.
You can teleport 12 squares, or it's going to be 24 squares if you spend extra power points.
How many power points would I have to spend to get 24? Like one more?
It would be 2 more. Let me double check.
Short range teleporting.
Who needs to walk? I'm an old man.
It's 1 more to double. So it would be 3 points total.
I feel like I'm gonna pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's colliding. I was gonna teleport like right around here.
Yeah, you don't. It shouldn't collide if you just do the left click. See, it didn't.
Okay. And then I see her right there. Can I walk a couple more spaces?
Yeah. You can move 5 more squares. You're walking.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, ma'am. I'm just a regular old man. And can I do one more thing? One more thing.
You would have had to declare that thing before you made the teleport roll.
Okay. I guess I'm just an old man walking up to this lady.
You're not dressed like an old man.
Okay, I'm dressed like a superhero, but I'm a spiffy old man, and she's a hippie, so I gotta beat her up.
Alright, so it's the guard's turns. This soldier is forced to obey. He's going to fire on Surge. It's against his parry because he's right next to him. That's a miss.
I just slapped that gun out to one side, saying, "Hey, watch where you're pointing at things. Someone might get hurt."
And these are shots against the professor.
Oof.
So that's a hit with a raise and a miss.
These young
11 damage to the
whippersnappers.
professor.
Okay.
Your toughness is 7, so that's a shaken plus a wound, unless you want to spend a Benny to soak it.
I have to do something really quick. It'll only take like 30 seconds. Sorry.
Well, we can resolve Surge turn while you're thinking about it. Surge, what you doing?
Can I take the gun from him and then throw it at her? To knock her upside the heads. Maybe in his mind, thinking disrupt the spell. But that's what he wants to do.
That's like 2 actions. So yeah, first make your fighting action to try and hit him with your hand. Then it's going to be a strength roll, just flat strength roll, to pull it out of his hand. And then your second action would be the athletics to throw it. So start with a fighting -2. And if you can, target the soldier and maybe just use your actual weapon, your packed knuckles will probably be the fastest way to do it. And the coolest, because there'll be animation. So mouse over him and hit T to target the soldier.
I need to move my screen first, and it won't let me do it.
I moved it for you. Then target him.
I'm trying.
Not left click, just mouse over and hit T on the keyboard.
Oh.
And then left click your character and use the packed knuckles under your weapons. -2.
There we go. The pack knuckles are under gear, right?
Under weapons or gear, depending on how you want to look at it.
There we go. And that's at a -2, right?
Yes.
There we go.
You hit him. Now roll your strength. No penalty on the strength.
I'm sorry, I don't see the trait strength.
It's under attributes.
Is that the same as athletics?
No, if you go above athletics, will be your attributes: agility, smart, spirit, strength.
Oh, I see. Yep.
You, with your super strength, do manage to wrench it out of his hands. Now make an athletics roll -2 to hit her with it.
Okay.
That was a
my
good
God.
throw.
Holy shit.
All right, go ahead and roll your strength plus a d6 in damage.
How do I add the D6?
Just roll it separately. I'm wondering if in the mod you can write 1d6. Try that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Sure can.
It worked.
That was a really good hit.
Yeah, it was.
She definitely seems tougher than she looks. And so 22 against her toughness of 15. You have shaken her. That's a wound and 1 wound. Give her a wound, and she needs to make a smarts check to maintain her concentration.
That's what I was hoping for, because I was looking at the soldier after I popped her one to see if he's starting to come out of this.
She screams as the gun shatters against her surprisingly rigid body and shakes it off. And while the magic does coalesce off of him for a moment, it reaffirms its grip. And then it is Flashbang's turn.
Alright.
Do I get to move at all, or no?
You can move, but you would need to move past this soldier. So you can get one free action to open the other door and then move your massive speed. And then I believe Theodore was going to roll a soak. Sorry, we'll get you Flashbang because Charlie's back.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was gonna use a Benny to try and not get a wound because I don't have a lot of those.
Yeah, nobody does.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a plus a Benny. It's not good.
Now roll your vigor.
Roll vigor. Okay. Do I know vigor? I don't think I do. Vigor. Okay. Yeah. 19. How you feel about them apples?
It seems like you soaked it. So your armor helps protect you from it narratively. Like your character just gets hit in the right spots, in the helmet, in the cloak, but doesn't actually get hit. I had to move Surge back. There was supposed to be a wall there because that's a window.
Oh, okay. You said that the other door, so. Oh,
The door just south of where you were.
oh, okay. You mean that door?
Yeah.
It's showing me a red mark. I can't enter it. There we go.
Try now.
There we go.
All right. There. So he is going to make a pitiful attempt at trying to hit you with his hands. So he's going to make his free attack against you, like an attack of opportunity.
All right.
That's not working.
That was too fast.
And so is the other one. But again, your character's parry is larger than this, so they miss. Now Flashbang's turn.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to move. Oh, so I see this guy here. Alright. Let's throw them around a little bit. I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to cast a attempt to use Havoc.
Roll focus first, and then place the template. With a raise.
Okay. So template is here. Use the cone. Okay.
It's mouse wheel to rotate it, and
There we go.
the blast should start on your token.
Yep. And, so, will that get both of them going through the square?
Say again?
That'll get both of them, right?
I can't see it until you put it down.
Okay. Well, that going through the square should get both of them, right?
That should get them and Hellcat.
I'm gonna and Hellcat. Oh, and then I'm going to also do selective so I don't get surge.
Alright, so that's gonna be 1 extra power point.
Yep, that's fine. So that's a total of 3. Yep, 3 points.
And your
Yeah, and then Flash Havoc Cone. Just use that. At 3.
Alright, so they're all gonna make a strength roll at -2.
Mm-hmm. And well, shit.
Oh my goodness.
The first one's okay. The second one and Hellcat are both launched.
And they're all distracted as well.
Roll your 2d6 to see how far they get launched.
What? Oh. That.
I'll just take the first two. That's going to be 6 plus 5 is 11.
Okay.
I think we agree those are the most reasonable directions to go. Now you can roll 2d4 for damage. Does not beat either of the toughness.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but knocking them away is thing. And then that's all I've got.
Luring into the scene appears to be the whirling dervish, Hellcat's sister, running right towards Flashbang.
What is a dervish?
A gifted, just like you are.
Oh.
The first attack misses. Go try again.
Isn't a dervish like a little like mini tornado?
Yep.
In the desert?
Yep.
Why not call herself the whirling tornado instead of dervish?
Because she's Turkish.
And because Whirling Dervish has style, sir.
Well, style over substance.
Second one's a hit. That's 15 damage on Flashbang.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a Benny and try and soak.
Roll the soak.
Benny and
So you're just shaken.
what did that? Didn't roll, did it? No.
I see. Sorry, it did not roll. So roll your vigor.
I was
Now,
gonna say, I was like, I didn't roll.
I rolled her attack against Surge, which misses. Okay, you are not damaged at all because you made enough raises.
Awesome.
And then she continues to run. She has the extraction edge, so you guys don't get a free attack against her.
Boo.
That is
Thornweaver.
glorious.
All right. So, is the thing that's almost right in front of me, is that a window?
That's a window.
All right. So I can't go that way, right?
You would need to spend an action to break the window.
Okay. So I want to go to the doors.
And you get a free interact to open the doors.
And what's my total movement?
You've got 4 squares left.
Okay. Go here. Try to see where everything is. So there are several soldiers in here.
Several
All right.
enemies. I would say a few soldiers.
Okay. Well, I will forget Hellcat, who's kind of bouncing outside of her square.
She's flying.
Oh, she's flying. And I will throw my pre-thorn bolt at her.
Okay, target her.
roll.
And then use your
I think
power.
I did. And that's a miss.
That should be a hit because you're not targeting her in melee. It should be difficulty 4.
Okay. So then what do? I roll the damage?
Yeah, just roll the damage. Does not beat her toughness.
Okay.
Hellcat's turn. She's going to curse at you all in a language you don't understand, and then attempt to summon. She conjures a hellbat in between Professor and Thornweaver, which immediately goes to attack Thornweaver.
Wrong decision, lady.
Your parry is 4. It hits you. Thanks to your armor, it does no damage. This was a new round, so like all the initiative got redrawn. Whirling Dervishes again. Zips around the side and comes to hit Thornweaver. That's a raise. Hits you hard for 19.
I would like to try to soak.
Use a soak.
So I use a Benny for that.
Use a Benny to soak and then roll your vigor. So 19 minus your toughness of 7 is 12. So that's soak and 2 wounds. You're shaken and you take 1 wound. Unless you want to try again.
To spend another Benny to soak the second wound.
No, it would be re-rolling that same vigor roll. A 5's a pretty good roll for a d6.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
All right, so you're shaken and 1 wound.
Do I update my sheet with that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Then just going to punch the professor.
Punching an elderly man. Can't believe this.
Regular hit.
Does that hit me? I think it does, maybe.
Shaking him.
Unfortunately.
And then another attack against Surge. Just hitting him. Surge is a toughness of 6. That should be higher. Your armor's not on. There we go. Your toughness is 11, so that is 1 shaken, 1 wound. Would you like to spend a penny to soak?
I would. How do I roll this
You roll with vigor.
bigger?
To be right next to strength. So that would just make you shaken.
Okay.
The professor's turn. So she continues to disengage, and she lands right next to Flashbang. The professor is no longer shaken.
So, what I kind of want to do is use my... I think I kind of want to do 2 things this turn. First, I want to use Burst. And also... which... Does that work?
That was a success, and then you need to put the cone down.
So, I think Can I raise it with 1 power point to make it raise the damage, or did I have to do that?
You can like, ideally you would declare it beforehand, but we can put it in now. Let me just see. That is not one of the modifiers. At Havoc, 1 second. It's 2 points to increase the damage.
Oh, 2 points. Guess so. 4 points. Not
So
ideal,
you're down
but
to 13. And then place the cone.
place this cone. Yes. Second.
You can move your character before you place the cone. You can move 5 squares beforehand if you want.
Cone.
Well, you rolled the damage, but I still don't know who you're targeting.
I'm targeting Hellcat. How do you find the cone again? It's been a while.
On the sheet, under powers, you go to Burst Thundershot. It's that sideways teardrop to the right of it.
Oh, okay. Let me just zoom that all around and kapow.
Roll an additional d6 too. Oh, sorry, never mind. You're doing d6.
What, 3d6?
You already rolled your damage.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, so that was 16.
Which shakes her.
Respect your elders. Hee hee hoo ha. And also, yeah, I suppose so. Not really much to do here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like there, right there seems good.
X12's turn.
So it says plus 12 inches above my head. Does that really mean I have that much speed?
That's how high up you are.
Oh, gotcha. I want to do a stunt with my grappling hook and rope and try to swing down and kick these 2 soldiers to my right.
I love it. So let's do it as 2 actions.
Okay.
Make an athletics to do the swing, -2, and then the fighting. And then if you get a raise on this, you'll hit them both.
Alright, so athletics. Made it.
Yeah, you set it up properly, and then make your weapon attack.
Since I'm only targeting 2 of them, can I target them both, or just target one of them? So what is it? Shift?
It's Shift T, yes.
Shift T. Shift T.
And then use your weapon. It sounds like you're trying to kick them.
Yeah, so it's unarmed. Although, could I use the knife and try to cut both of them?
I see there's no reason why you couldn't swing with one arm, because you're so strong.
Yeah.
Does everybody agree that was a cool stunt?
Yeah.
Oh yes, very much so.
Cool stunts give you bennies. Alright, roll your damage. They each get an individual damage roll.
First one. Not that good. Oh. Ooh, better than I thought. And the second one.
I'm going for the one who's beneath you, who you take out. You get him right across the shoulder to the clavicle, and he falls down with a solid Wilhelm scream. And now the second one. This one is shaken. And I think that's your turn.
Cool. Yep. Both actions.
Surge. You are no longer shaken.
All right. I'm going to pick up that gun that was next to me.
Reaction, yeah.
Then I'm going to kick this box towards Hellcat. This box here.
Make an athletics check. Or before we have you roll that, what else are you doing?
He has the gun, and the second part of his action is going to be waiting for Whirling Dervish to come through. And when she comes through, let her have it.
You're going to try to shoot her or throw it?
Throw it.
Yeah, you're much better at throwing.
Yes.
So that's going to be another athletics -2. So athletics -2 to target Hellcat with the box.
Do I just put the target on her?
I don't have an animation for improvised weapons, so you can just roll your athletics -2.
Right.
Only real benefit of the targeting is that it will tell you if it hits or misses, and that it does the animation. I like the animation, so I try to usually do it, but there's nothing for this.
I'm pretty sure I want to spend a Benny on that and try that again.
Spend a bet.
Try that.
With a
Wow.
thunderous launch, it yeets towards her and you hit her with a raise. Roll your packed knuckles damage with a raise.
How do I roll with a raise?
Once the damage comes up, it should give you with a raise option. It's either a checkbox that says raise damage.
Alright, so I see packed knuckles.
And click on the image for the packed knuckles.
Hmm?
And click on the image for packed knuckles. If you're in the character sheet.
Okay. Yep. Check the box raise.
Did not.
And roll damage here.
When raise damage, and then roll it. Wow. Nice damage.
Yeah.
She is already shaken, so you're going to give her another wound. She needs to spend a penny to try and soak that. She does resist it. But you clobber her with that box. You kick it like Captain America kicks a truck.
Yep. And then he holds on to that. It's like, just need to wait.
Thornweaver
Patience is
is
a
no longer
virtue.
shaken.
Oh, that's cool. It auto does that part. All right. I would like to do 2 actions or 2 spells.
Each one's
I
an
wanna-
action.
Yeah, I want to do confusion and spend extra power points to make it bigger to hit both Hellcat and that bat. And then I want to heal myself of my wound. So I
Alright.
roll them at
At -2 each.
yeah, so I gotta say -2 on the modifier.
It's usually easier just to put the multiple action penalty that's already a tab in there.
I don't see that under the spell casting part. I just see a section to do mod and extra PP.
Oh, because you're doing it from the character sheet.
Yeah.
So yeah, for that, the mod, just do a -2 and then +1 for that PP.
Let's see. +2 to make it a medium blast template.
Gotcha.
Focus. There's that one. And then can I spend a Benny to re-roll that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's with a raise, and now you can place the 2 template.
Me. So that'll hit both of them.
It certainly will.
And that gives them
Distracted and vulnerable if they fail a smarts roll -2.
yeah.
They are both distracted and vulnerable.
Okay. Should I delete that template back
I got
off?
it.
Okay. And then healing on myself.
You heal yourself 2 wounds, so you're not harmed anymore.
I only got the 1, so yeah. That works.
Are you moving at all? You would risk an attack from the Hellbat if you got out of its threat.
Yeah, I think I'll try to. Is the thing that's next to me, is this thing on the ceiling?
No, that's it's like a small platform on the ground is what I think it is.
Looks
Is
like it
it-
has like 1 or 2 steps up. Maybe. Might be like a foot or 2 off the ground.
Yeah, just a little bit higher.
Okay.
It's probably supposed to be like a big box, but I didn't make it a big box.
Okay. Is it something I could move like this way?
It's really heavy.
Like move over it?
Oh yeah, you can walk over it, no problem.
Okay. So I will move here. And hopefully I've confused the bat enough to not attack me.
It will try to attack you, but it was unlikely to get that many raises.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh,
Bit you right in the
ooh.
head. Didn't damage you too bad though.
It's a bat of hell.
It does not get through your armor. Now it's the soldiers' turns. Surprised by X-12's heroics, 2 soldiers are going to try to shoot her.
So those boxes don't give me any cover from that one guy?
They definitely do. And that just reflected him getting the -4. But
Ooh.
he fires rapidly at you. His gun jams and he drops it, and then he takes out his pistol.
Bad move.
These two soldiers at the top are firing at Surge.
Of course. Oof.
One jam, one hit with a raise. Shaking Surge. Flashbang's turn.
So, if I want to, do I have to use selective to not hit myself with a template?
I think so.
Okay, then I'm not going to do that because that would be a bit too many power points, I think. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to try and blind and then insult Whirling Dervish. So I'm going to start with the blind. So targets. So this is focus at a multi-action -2, correct?
I'm just noticing that I didn't put the +1 from your flashbang braces on all your powers, so make it a -1.
Okay. This one does have the flashbang bracers listed in there as a +2 for them. It says.
Oh, I made the effect. It's been so long.
Yeah, the effect is listed in the formula. It looks like.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, -2.
Okay, so yeah, multi-action penalty. First the attempt for the blind.
Nice. Yeah.
Cool. So that is at a -4 because of the raise. And then I do that. Did I do that right, or so? All right. And then I'm going to attempt to, it's like now, try hit me now, you blind bitch, and taunt.
Nice. All right. Roll to taunt.
Yep. This is also at a -2.
Correct.
So I roll that.
I believe taunt is against spirit.
Yes. Oof. So
Her smarts and her spirit are the same.
yeah, taunt to smarts, but if smarts and spirit are the same, then yeah.
So she resists it.
All right, that's fine.
But yeah, still a -4 to all of her vision rolls.
Curious. Since I see her, or if I see her, does my essentially held action go off now?
You were able to see her the whole time. It seemed like you were waiting for her to get inside.
Oh, okay.
Back to the top, it's X12.
Ooh. So I'm gonna attack this guy. And I'm also planning to move. That doesn't incur a penalty, right?
No, if you're on just regular walking.
Okay.
Oh, you skewer him with a raise.
Shanked.
Raise the damage.
you want to describe your killing blow?
I flip the knife from the reverse grip into forward grip and stick it up under his chin.
And now there's nobody to harass you if you try to get out of their range.
Hey, it was an innocent civilian.
I believe that's your turn. Hellcat is no longer shaken. Feeling a bit tired of all of this, she's going to conjure a powerful blast. With a raise. That is 12 damage to Surge and Professor. This would shake Surge. He's already shaken, so he's going to take 1 wound. You can spend a Benny if you want to try and resist that.
I'm gonna spend a Benny and try to resist that.
For the Professor, that would be shaken and a wound. Would you like to spend a Benny to resist it? Charlie?
Yeah. Oh, she blasted me, didn't she?
Yes. You and Surge. So, Surge is unaffected.
So, I'm gonna try to spend another Benny. Not gain a Benny. Spend a Benny. Would be bigger. Please help me. 6.
So you were only shaken.
Okay, thank goodness.
And then she's going to fly up out the skylight. She makes it to the top, like she's not out yet, but she is like 15 feet in the air.
Not for long, she ain't gonna be.
Whirling Dervish is going to punch Flashbang.
Okay.
Misses. Zip in. Now Surge can throw the gun at her.
Okay.
Roll athletics. No negatives.
Sweet.
The gun smashes against the wall behind her, narrowly missing the soldier, and then she comes in to do a flurry on Surge. Makes 2 attacks, which both miss. And you can see her zip out the door and then past the window to your west. It's the soldiers' turns. They're going to try to fire on Flashbang now. This is why it's always good to fight people who aren't wild cards. They both miss. This one's going to try and shoot Samantha. And does hit, but not with a raise because you're engaged with him. $15 damage. Which would be 1 wound.
I will try to soak that. So how do I do that?
You can click. Do you see apply damage in the chat?
Yes.
You can. The easiest way is click that and then click roll soak with a Benny. Just shaken. Flashbang's turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and punch this guy in front of me. He's in the way now.
Yeah, use those big hands.
Yeah, well, I got the brass knuckles, so. So, use this, roll, then. Cool.
It's a hit.
Alright.
You knock him out one shot. Want to describe it?
It's just, after he turns the gun on me, and after he shoots over my shoulder, I just uppercut and knock him flat on his ass.
Like a light. Surge. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move in. I'll just move in here, because if I move any further, the other one can swing at me.
Surge.
How many soldiers in the room now? Just the one?
Just two. One next to you, one next to Samantha.
One next to Samantha.
Yeah, there's one way down here.
Alright. Then...
I decided to make the incapacitated a little bit bigger so it's easier to see.
She's on top of that box. Hellcat.
She is flying a few feet above the box, yes.
Alright, then let's move here. And then I'm going to try to knock this guy into the other soldier.
You are trying to punch him so that he launches all the way to the other guy?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's make this two actions. One fighting to knock him out, and then one athletics. The fighting is going to be a net -1 because you get a gang up bonus with flashbang right next to you. The athletics will be at -2.
Okay. Okay. Next one.
Ooh.
You know what? Go ahead, make the athletics roll with no penalty because you hit him with a raise.
Okay.
That is enough to throw him. Roll your strength. Ooh, that's like what you needed. You needed to make 10 to throw him into the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool. I would like to award you a Benny.
All right.
And I'm just going to take that same massive throw, roll to do the damage, you knock them both unconscious as they just collapse together.
And Surge will say, "Hey, they're civilians. Don't kill these guys." That will be my turn.
Thornweaver.
All right. So Hellcat it says 5 inches. So if I'm like counting tiles, I would just count down from her and then up to her for distance.
Yeah.
I want to use my telekinesis power and like pull her back to the ground.
All right. Target her and use the power. Nice.
I don't have permission to execute the macro. I'm not sure what macro was part of it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I put in a macro so that it would kind of animate it a little bit extra.
Oh, okay.
Good to know. Not an important thing, just like a quality of life thing. And you're trying to pull her down now.
Yeah, so it's
It's got a D10 strength. Because you could raise her, it's a D12 strength. So roll a D12.
D12. Like that.
Just like that. Would you like to spend a Benny to re-roll your strength roll? Because she got a higher spirit roll than the strength, so she would resist it.
Well, I do have a question on that. So the telekinesis power takes 5 power points. So I'm not quite sure where the strength part comes in. Maybe I didn't read it all.
The strike is a part of activating the power.
Okay.
The strength was for you to actually like manipulate her.
Okay.
You have your chlorokinetic grasp on a Hellcat, and you just haven't managed to pull her down yet.
So I would like to spend a Benny to re-roll that.
All right, just spend a Benny and another D12.
And
Your target is 6. That's what she got.
did that? I don't think that's working. Or maybe it is. That's all I get. I don't get a D6 as well.
You do not also get a D6 because it's just the strength of the chlorokinesis, which is a D12 with a raise.
Okay.
Right, so she does resist it. However, it's maintained, so you can just make the same strength roll again next round.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's it. I'll just stay here out of the way.
The professor is still shaken. He can spend a Benny if he wants to remove shaken.
Do I want to? You know what? Sure, why not? Live and let die. Anywho, he thinks that Whirling Dervish has, they shouldn't be moving anymore. I think he wants to do 2 things this round. He wants to use telekinesis. Nine.
You activate it with same thing. You have it with a raise.
Okay. And I think he wants to pull her through the window.
There's the animation, and now roll D12.
D12, just straight.
Straight D12. That's the strength of your telekinesis.
Wow. 3. Shucks.
She rolled a 2. You pull her through.
Yeah. Where you going?
Now you can roll a D12 plus a D6 for damage.
This is wonderful. Immaculate.
She's not as tough as her sister, and is going to need to spend a Benny in order to soak. She's going to spend another Benny and try to soak.
Today is is not her day.
It is not. So she's shaken.
And the other thing I was trying to do is I want to know what type of role does she have to do to like break out of telekinesis? Like,
It's a
is it
smart.
strength?
I think it's. I need to look at it again. I can't remember if it's smart or spirit. It's a spirit roll to try and break out.
Okay, well, the other thing I said I wanted to do was boost or lower trait. So I want to lower her spirit.
You would have had to declare that before you made your telekinesis roll.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You
I guess I
declare
can just.
how many actions you're going to take before you roll anything.
I thought I said that I wanted to do 2 things this turn.
I thought that was you wanted to telekinesis her and pull her, because that was 2 things.
Oh, that is okay. That is 2 things. I can just do it next turn. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. I guess that's it. She ain't going nowhere.
Surge, you're at the top. What are you doing, Surge? Are you muted? Going once. Going twice, Brian. We'll come back to him. He's holding his action. Whirling Dervish is in the air. Her only option is to try to use the wall walker power so that she can kind of pull herself out. And then make her spirit roll.
Not happening.
It is not happening for her. Are you there yet, Brian?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, what are you doing?
All right. For her, he says, I've had just about enough of your pass-bys. He's going to run, jump, try to hold her, and then, if it's possible, to choke someone into unconsciousness. That's what he's going to try to do.
Yeah.
All right, so move yourself next to her. Your character is fast and powerful leaping, and so you can definitely get into range and then make your unarmed attack. Make a packed knuckles attack against the targeted whirling dervish to hit.
All right. There we go. Runs, jumps. Ooh. There you go. There's.
You were targeting the soldier. That's why it says it hit, but her parry is higher than 5, so you miss.
Can't. Nah, he's determined. Can I spend a penny on?
You sure can.
He's determined.
We gotta do a WWE takedown on this woman.
Well, he's not so much. He's not really kind of worried about himself. He's actually worried about everyone else that she's been getting these massive hits on. It's like, no, you really need to stop that now.
That's not nice behavior. We need to teach her some manners.
Gotta spend a penny first.
Then you can roll again. You can target her. You might think it's the circle, but it's actually like the square right under the circle. There you go. Packed knuckles. Still a miss.
Oh well, I tried.
Thornweaver, you are still shaken, and you don't have any. Oh, sorry, that was Whirling Dervish. Thornweaver, you're not shaken.
So, do I have to spin power points to maintain the telekinesis?
After 5 rounds, yes, it would be
Okay.
1 more power point, but you got 4 more rounds of it.
And it's the roll I would make on strength is based on the original that
So
was
it's still a D12, yes.
okay. I would like to make 2 actions, so I would like to try to pull her down, and at the same time, I want to throw a thorn bolt at her. So what's the easiest order
So
to do that?
do the strength as flat strength, and then
Okay.
the thorn bolt at a -2.
Okay. So the strength is a D12 compared to her roll.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
And she is highly spirited.
So it's my strength of however the spell rolls versus her spirit.
Yes.
Okay. And then -2 on my thorn bolt.
Ooh,
Well, that's a hit with a raise.
Yes.
ooh, that's
And what's the raise do for the damage? Anything?
It would, that damage didn't roll properly. It was supposed to give it an additional die, so it should be 3d6.
Let me. If I go back to like where it shows up as Hellcat with a raise, can I click?
Yes, just click
Under
that
it?
Hellcat raise.
Oh, okay, there it goes.
Would you like to spend a Benny to reroll the damage?
Yes.
Oops.
Let me.
That's a little better.
Yeah.
But your thorns still bounce off of her incredibly impervious skin.
Okay. Now can Sam climb my vine up to her?
Well,
Yes.
I'm gonna climb something else, but yeah.
X12's turn. No longer shaken.
I want to do another stunt. Run and grab the rope, swing out to the right, and then come back and kick her.
I feel like we can just make that a part of your movement. It's descriptive, it's cool. Make your unarmed attack, or your knife attack. Probably is what you're not trying to kick her, really, are you?
Just trying to hurt her really bad.
You want to use a knife.
Why is not showing up? There we go. Because she's not targeted, that's why. She is now.
That's a hit. Similar situation. You do land the blow, but it's not like you're trying to hit skin here. Your character is the first one to get that tactile sensation of, it's like you're trying to pull it through chainmail, and that's what her flesh is made of. Anything else?
So I want to wrap the rope around her, but I think I have to wait till next turn.
Yes. Hellcat's turn. I'm going to spend one of my bennies. And she's going to create a brand new spell. She's going to power stunt to try and dispel your chlorokinesis.
Okay.
Almost forgot that the narrator has bennies too.
I'm going to spend a Benny to reroll that. Because of her wounds, she is not able to dispel it. At the end of her turn, she can make a spirit roll to try and break out of it anyway. And I'm just going to put that to your upcoming strength roll, Professor.
Oh, okay. So, is talking a free action?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to do two things. I want to move first and foremost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe this is.
And regular movement is a free action.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my distance. And I want to do boost lower trait and using one more an additional recipient, which costs one more power point, so 3 power points. I want to lower the spirit of both Hellcat and Whirling Dervish.
All right, they get to. You do pass. You're going to be lowering their spirits each by 1 die type.
1 die type. Okay, so yeah, that's just for spirit. And I guess I want to say to Nina, hey, let's. I kind of want to make both of them like pull together and smack into each other, like kind of just throw them together. But I need Nina to also use telekinesis to throw Hellcat at Durling, and I'll use my telekinesis to throw Durling at Hellcat.
Okay, so this happened again where, like you said, you're going to do multiple things, but like one of those was a free action, talking was a free action, and so it would have been a -2 to the boost lower trait if you wanted to also prepare to throw them together.
Okay, that was just what I guess I'll just keep what I did intact, like just boost lower trait.
But you can communicate with her and say like that this is what you want to do. That's no problem.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah, because I think it would just be cool.
Flashbang.
Well, since I heard what he wants to do, I'm gonna maybe make it a little bit easier to affect the dervish. I'm gonna try and use confusion on dervish.
Right, target her and use your power.
Yeah. So, oh no, retarget her. Power, use confusion.
Use focus.
Yep. Focus.
You succeed.
Okay.
Subtract your power points.
Yeah. And then she gets a smarts roll. Oh, okay.
Meets you.
I'm gonna move into the room a little bit further. Go there. Kind of centralize myself. That's all I got.
It looks like Thornweaver drew a Joker, giving all of you. No, wait. We both drew Jokers. Thornweaver and Whirling Dervish both drew a Joker. I got a Benny. They get a Benny. Everybody gets a Benny.
Yay!
That's the dope for show.
Except for the villains getting the Benny. Boo! Yes.
Thornweaver also gets a +2 to all of her actions and damage for this round.
All right. Well, I guess I will continue trying to pull her back to the ground.
Do you have something that can confuse her or knock her out with like spores or something?
I mean, I can try. I could do confusion again.
Because I think I can tie her up with my rope.
So you want to try to confuse her before you roll your d12?
Yes. So I'll do confusion first. So since I get a +2,
It should be automatic.
well, I mean, so I still need to put the -2 here for the multiple actions.
No, because you're just maintaining the telekinesis. It's kind of not an action when you're just moving it. If you were like throwing her at something and trying to do damage, that would be the -2.
I mean for the confusion.
So the confusion should just have the Joker +2 because just regular moving the maintained telekinesis is not an action. It's a free action.
Okay. There's focus.
She's confused. Let's roll her smarts -2. She does not meet yours, so she's distracted and vulnerable.
Okay. So then I will rely on the chlorokinesis and start pulling her with the D12.
Roll your D12. The target number is 3. That's from her previous roll minus the distracted and vulnerable.
Okay.
You didn't make it. Do you want to spend a Benny?
Yes. Let me go over here. Spend the Benny. And then I will try again.
Oh, there we go.
You ground her.
Doesn't she take damage from being like thrown to the floor?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go back.
If you
to the
want to
power.
try and damage her, yeah.
Top of the box.
There was a third thing. So it says I can move up to my smarts, and then
Then you can
If
roll a D12 plus a D6 if you want to do damage.
well, here it says I bash them into walls, ceilings, or other obstacles for strength plus D6 damage.
And that would be the D12 plus a D6. Because you got a raise,
Oh.
it would be a D12 plus 2D6.
Okay.
She gonna feel the
12 plus 2D6.
She's incredibly tough. You do hear her groan, and perhaps on being the edge of the wind knocked out of her, but she holds it tight.
Okay. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Whirling Dervis is no longer shaken. She's just going to spend her action trying to remove herself from this. So she's preparing her action for if she does escape, running away.
yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Because of the Joker, she does shake herself out of it.
Could I spend a Benny to make her stay in it?
You could not. You still have telekinesis on her until she runs out of your range,
Oh, okay.
which she does quickly. And she actually starts to run over the water.
Oh, okay.
What?
Urge.
It's really fast.
Yeah, I know. I don't have to like it.
I could teleport to her, but
I'm-
you know.
I know my own speed.
Teleport her to you.
Oh, that is a good idea. Thank you.
No, you need to do a touch attack to teleport other people unwillingly.
I know
Okay.
my own.
I'm.
So could you do 2 actions? Teleport to her, touch her, and teleport her somewhere else?
It would be 3 actions. Could be teleport to her, make the touch attack, and then teleport.
Ah,
So
And
if you make
then
3
Surge
penalty.
does know he's not as fast as she's a proper speedster.
All right. Is she outside of my throwing range?
Depends on what you're throwing.
I'm gonna take one of these
Where'd she go?
sandbags here and the popper.
So you can grab it on the way out, reaction, and then, target her, make athletics.
Hold on, let me reduce the map a little bit because I don't see her.
I'm learning that before next session, I'm going to have to put some improvised weapons on Surge's character sheet.
Oh, strength people do that a lot. So yes. Did I target her?
Yeah, and now athletics.
Uh-oh. Didn't roll?
I don't see the athletics. There it is. That's a hit. Roll
Yeah.
your strength plus a d4. Sandbags are not very damaging.
Yeah, I know. But I did get some good lift off, or good heft off that.
I mean, maybe she like trips and falls into the water.
That would be nice.
You do shake her.
Ooh.
I guess a sandbag in the back of the head would do that, huh? That sort of take the wind out of her sails, but that's my turn.
I will make an agility check for her to see if she stumbles. She barely holds on.
Okay.
So you probably see her get to like calf deep in the water and then pull herself back together. It's the professor's turn.
1, 2, 3. I gotta measure how far away she is, because if she is, then
She's 22 inches away.
ooh, just in range. Oh hell yeah! So what I want to do, I'm going to do what you suggested and use teleport, touch her, attack her, and then try to drag her back. So, can I use a Benny to gain back power points?
You can. It's a free action. Spend a Benny, get 5 power points.
Okay, I will spend 1 Benny, gain.
You're gonna teleport out to her, touch her, and then teleport back? Is that what I just heard?
Yes, am.
Cool.
Dig dog. Who needs speed when you have the mind?
Well, don't be too hasty. It's a -4 because you're making 3 actions.
Oh. Yeah, that's a 1, I guess, then.
That's a 1. Would you like to spend a Benny to reroll?
Sure. Why not? You gotta
Roll.
live. Wait.
Roll that teleport power again.
Okay. Yeah, just like reroll, I guess. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you feel that?
With a
How?
raise, you do get to teleport that far.
Yeah. Oh, I think I just teleported there, back to where I was. Yeah.
I got it for you.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Yeah.
Spend your power points.
So that was 2 power points. Yeah, I spent my power points.
Now make a fighting attack net -2 because you get a +2 because you just need to touch her. You don't have to actually hit her. But it's a -4 multiple attack penalty.
Fighting. I don't think I have fighting.
I don't think you have fighting either. So unskilled attempt. -2.
Hope you got swimming.
Well, I got teleport, so you don't need swimming. And a roll of the dice.
Ooh.
I am a
That's it. You do touch her. Final thing is you're going to make another teleport check at a -4.
Come on, you haven't failed me yet. Let's see. Just normal teleport. This is hunky dory. Not telekinesis, teleport. And a roll of the dice.
That's a good ace. This is her spirit roll in response.
6.
You teleport her up to 24 inches away.
back in that room. Back in, okay. Let's see where I can teleport her. Let's just see. Let's just feel out where we're going here. I think like right there?
Just hold it down and ping it so I can teleport her.
Yeah, like right over here. So we can just double team her. Yeah. I think I can't teleport myself.
If
there.
you spend an additional power point, you can teleport yourself too.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Otherwise, you're taking a swim.
Old man can't swim, okay? That's his one drawback. Yeah. That would be... I'd back at 4. Which is... good. That was the master classing of power, okay? You
That-
can't deny that.
That was pretty impressive. First of all, teleportation's amazing.
Play that look cool.
It's okay, how do I get him back? I can't, like, click him. I'm
Well, you're
trying to...
teleporting to the same location as her, basically.
That's the end of my turn, I guess. Samantha, beat her into the ground.
And I'd like to award you a Benny because that was actually epic. X12, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm here talking again on mute. I want to take my rope and tie up Hellcat with some sort of a stunt.
Sure, free action to pull your rope off of the grappling hook up top, and then...
Oh, she doesn't need to be detached from the grappling hook. She just
Okay.
needs to be tied up.
It sounds like a thievery check.
All right. Ew. Goodness.
Would you like to spend a Benny?
Yeah.
Alright, you should have her bound. You guys will be entangled.
And I guess with my other action, I'm going to secure the rope to something. She can't get out.
I thought it was already secured to the top.
Oh, well, I'm in the other end, so she can't get out. Or if she's secure, that's fine. I guess I will move.
If people are comfortable, I think we can end the combat right there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll get a little bit of free role play. We got like about 15 minutes. We didn't get as far as I expected us to. Part of it was troubleshooting. Part of it was getting back to the characters. Before I let you talk to Whirling Dervish and Hellcat, do people think that maybe February 19th would be good for the next session?
I'm down with it.
Let me look at the calendar.
Yeah, that looks good.
Wait, what is that? A Saturday or a
That's
Sunday?
a Monday.
Monday.
Okay, good. Because I can't do Sunday.
Yeah, that sounds fine with me.
February 19th. Fine to me.
Yeah.
Very groovy. I'm glad that we already had that scheduled. Yeah, you guys got a little bit of free role play. Whirling Dervish yells at Hellcat in their language, and essentially she puts her hands down, and she doesn't get into a sprinter's lunge, but she does get with both of her feet under herself, hands in the air, and says, "You win."
Wait, are they speaking Russian?
Turkey.
I'm not very good at accents, so it's like Turkish.
Okay. I am a academic professor. Could I have language language as a one of my skills. Could I try to figure out what language they're speaking?
The native language is English. You can roll academics to try and figure out the language.
Okay, let's see.
They're speaking Turkish.
Do I know Turkish?
Definitely not.
Okay. I have Google Translate on my cell phone. That's what I'm going to be using.
I mean, I'm sure they probably speak English as well. We don't need.
Yeah. I know, but yeah.
Yes, we speak English, you fool.
I guess with my hand on my shoulder from teleporting her, I'll just say, "Lady, what have you been doing with your life? Do you have an education, college, or anything? Like, this ain't working for you."
Professor, focus. Missiles, remember?
Goof is what I'm trying to say here.
Right, I'm gonna wander the room, kind of check out the spots we didn't really get to, see if I can see anything, find anything interesting, or anything that might look out of place.
Make a notice check, or if you have search or research, those would also work.
Got some. Just notice it is.
While he's rolling, while the role player people Hellcat is going to say that she has learned many things beyond your lifetime, old man, in the 9 hells. Flashbang notices that there does appear to be a single vessel, a patrol boat outside. Everything else, this room seems quite barren.
Well,
while you guys continue talking, I'm gonna wander out to the boat. Maybe wave Nina around with me. You know, just a little bit of backup in case.
Okay. Can I say to the lady who said she knows more than the 9 hells, lady, I survived World War II. I know a lot more about hell than you youngsters do, okay?
You've only lived one lifetime. And then Whirling Dervish, she's got long gray hair herself, although Hellcat appears to be in perfect of health of her prime. They are twins, but they're very different ages.
All those years and no wisdom.
We know that the humans won't allow us to live, and that's why we've decided to join with our leader, Tempest.
Speaking of Tempest, where is he?
At least we know a direction, because she was like going to, like she was running in a straight line across the water. So I'm assuming that that's where the
submarine is.
Hub is.
Indeed, when Flashbang and Thornweaver go outside towards the boat, they can see a much larger ship in the distance that appears to be anchored.
As we're approaching the boat, is there anyone obviously like in the pilot's chair?
Nobody at all. It's an abandoned ship.
Okay, I didn't know if there was somebody. Yeah, if there was still a soldier in there, I was hoping there wasn't a soldier still in there because that would have been unfortunate.
For him.
There was one question I need to ask of you.
And Whirling Dervish will say that Tempest is probably under the waters completing the mission.
Does he play chess? Or I need to know this. I need to know his preferences so we can have a cool game underneath the waves, you know?
The dervish will laugh and say he is a grandmaster in chess and welfare.
Okay, well, checkers it is, because that's my game. Because I'm American. I'm done.
I doubt that you're going to have a chance to do that.
Well, when we beat his ass and we bring him to jail, then I'll do it, you know?
Jail? I was just sitting up here thinking, what are we going to do with these two? Local authorities aren't going to hold them, and this one seems to have some kind of magical sway over the soldiers here.
You did short work of them. I think that perhaps, and she looks at Samantha, we have a very similar leaning, don't we? A bloodthirst.
She's a girl or monster, hippie, okay? Don't talk to her like that.
Oh.
They made me this way.
But perhaps we could teach you new ways to enjoy your gifts.
I don't enjoy them. I just use them to try to do some good.
So while
Good for who?
Yeah, it's,
Flashbang and I are out here at this boat, can we determine if it's like seaworthy, if it'll run?
yeah. I was about to ask, like, climb on, maybe take a look at some of the things. See if we can
Neither
get
of you have a piloting skill for boats, but you can make a technology roll.
I have repair and driving, so I don't know if either of those would be useful.
No, it's a different skill to sail.
Okay. Okay, so what were you looking for then? Sorry.
You can use repair or technology.
Repair? Okay.
Yeah, I
let
don't
me
really
use
have either
repair.
of those.
Cool,
And
I'll
the
use
operating
repair.
skill would be boating.
Alright.
Bonnie, I think I could repair the thing. Don't ask me.
So, what I'm gathering from your accent, are you saying that Turkey is hell?
Flashbang believes that the ship is in perfectly good working order, and he gets it started. Like, it doesn't have a key or anything. It's a military vessel, so it's just ready to go. To answer the professor's response, Hellcat says, "No, like literally the 9 hells. You old coot."
Okay. So you just happen to be Turkish and demons. Coincidence? I think not.
If you think I'm a demon, then I'm not sure what you think you are.
Oh my god. Don't you see what I just did? Okay? That was some epic skills, okay? As the kids would call it.
Indeed, we pay much respect to your abilities. Must have been learned over a long life of solitude.
Are you saying I don't get women?
You certainly don't get us.
Okay, well. You're Turkish, so you don't count.
Now that we've
No,
got
the
it
speed
running, I kinda
dating
wanna head back in and let them know we've got a boat go. We've got the boat is up and running.
Now that the speed dating is over, can we get to the guy who has the nuclear missiles?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's a good idea. Anywho, if any of you girls want to call me, just like hit up my cell phone, you know?
Take us to the nuclear vessels.
Oh my god.
With that last comment, you'll see Serge literally faceplant.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm not hearing all this.
I mean, I don't know about you, but Turkish demons do sound some, that they know where it's at, you know?
We have a boat that's up and running.
I will look at Hellcat and say, "You're older than him, aren't you?"
I'm like
Much older than I look.
Yes, I know.
back in my day in World War II. I got a lot of stories to tell you guys once we're out of this situation.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. A long day. What are we gonna do with them is the question. Because we have a boat. We found the boat. The boat is running. We can get to the sub, but them here might be an issue.
You think we could call the G-Wing over and get them inside?
Time.
We can try and connect with Esper, yes.
The G-Wing's a much better name than the gift jet. Thank you.
Quoting the movie, he says, "Time is a luxury we do not have."
TikTok.
And you all know that if you just kind of think the word Esper really hard, then she'll get in touch with you, and then you could pull in. But if you call the G-Wing in too soon, it would kind of give it up, and then it could be a target for the submarine.
Okay.
Yeah, because it would have to actually land to be able to pick them up, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Versus we just jumped out.
I kind of want to. If we don't want them to have any powers, which one would you think has the more amount of power left, power points?
We'd have no way of knowing that.
Okay.
We don't even know what their power level is to know where they're starting at.
Okay. Well, I
would let you make a smarts roll, just to make some logical leap.
Okay. Smarts and a roll of dice. 4.
Probably Hellcat has more power.
Okay. Then I have to shove my
Brian was going to without a roll.
cane in base, and I'm gonna use the last Benny I have to try and sap some of her power.
It's the end of the session. I would let you power stunt it, spend that Benny, and just drain both of them of all their power and return your power points to full.
Yes, the power. The unlimited power.
And you do have 2 Bennies left.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't your last one.
pro gamer strats, you know? Anywho, smell you later.
They will be unable to access their gifts for at least an hour.
Okay. Y'all a bunch of losers. Anywho, see ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. I'm off to kill your boss or whatnot.
And you all get to the ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get on
from
to the boat.
From the little ship to the big one.
And it does appear to be an actual larger ship. I don't know naval terminologies, but it is a boat, not a submersible.
It's
in the distance.
So probably is it like a Coast Guard cutter?
Yeah, like a cutter. And with that, did everybody have a good time?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I do have a question.
What's
What
up?
did you raise? What did you raise on my character sheet with the advancement?
I raised your smarts.
Okay, so it's just how is smarts used in terms? Because I know
smarts is used for like memory checks, things like that. It also means that you can raise your smarts-based skills more easily. With the next advancement, everybody all does get another advancement at the end of the session.
Okay.
Any stars or wishes we want to give around?
I definitely think that everyone, even though it's kind of been a while, everyone's like played their characters really well. We worked as a team, I think. And yeah, there was some good role play, I guess, with in the combat.
There definitely was, yeah. I appreciate everybody doing stunts, doing cool stuff, expressing their powers in nice ways, and doing their best to get right in. I'm glad that the next session is not going to be like the 6 weeks this one was. It's going to be just about like 3 weeks, right? Like 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think like getting back in and playing, it takes us a minute.
Yeah.
But I think as far as like the concept of like a superhero game as like a team, I think playing a little bit more often would be helpful just so that we could like learn how to help each other out. Because I know I only healed myself in this one. I didn't heal anyone else.
Nobody
I don't
else
think
got
any of us-
injured.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else really needed it.
Yeah.
Into the boat.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, thank you for playing. I'm glad we have our schedule set. Gonna switch us over to the next session now. Good night, everybody else.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good one, everybody.
Yeah, good
See you
night to
in 6
everyone.
weeks.